Let's use ChatGPT to write a VBA macro in Excel that is going to create a set of dummy data, automatically put it in your Excel spreadsheet so that you can create some graphs and play around and try some colors and other things. And we will add that macro to a button on our quick access toolbar. So take a look at this video. Let me know if you have any questions, but here's how I'm using AI in my Excel workflow. Let's use some more ChatGPT to do some fun stuff in Excel, build some more macros. If you don't know how to code in VBA, that's okay. We're going to let ChatGPT do the work for us. In this example, I've got a blank worksheet over here. You can see in the background. What I want to do is I'm going to imagine that I just want to test some graphs. I just want to try some stuff out. So what I need is some dummy data. And I'm not going to just type because it's kind of a pain. You can use a random number generator in Microsoft. It's just the RAND formula. You can do that. It's pretty straightforward. But let's just ask ChatGPT. Let's see. Can you please? I like to be polite here. Can you please give me, let's say, data for Excel, so that I can make some graphs? Can you give me 5 columns of data with each column labeled group 1, comma, group 2, comma, etc., and have the data, and give me 25 let's say 20 observations for each. I'd like integers in a fairly, tight range, right? Something like that. Okay, so whatever. Let's just see what it gives me here, and we'll just give it a second. And sure, here you go. You got 5 columns, 20 each, and integers in a tight range. Okay, so let's just take a look at this. Let's just grab this here. I copy it here. I'll drop it in over here. And let's just see what happens when I make a line chart with these data. That's pretty tight. That's okay. If we're just playing around, maybe that's all we want to do. But let's say we want to do this a lot, right? So I want to make this graph, and then I want to make another graph and try something different with it. Maybe I'm playing with colors or icons, or how I should do labels or something like that. So what I want to do, instead of having to do this over and over again, type this out or copy and paste whatever, is let's have it make a macro for me. So let's just say, can you turn this into a macro so that I can run the macro and these values will appear in columns A to E? Okay, so what it's going to do is going to write the code. We'll give it a second. See? Here's a simple Excel VBA. So we're going to let it run it, and you can see, right, this would take a while to sort of figure out. If you've not done VBA code, you can find it. It's not hard. It's just sort of, you'd have to go through several websites to find it. Let's copy the code and let's drop it in. And I'm going to go to the developer tab. I'm going to go to macros. I'm going to name this something. It doesn't matter what I name it here because I just want to get into the Visual Basic backend. This is how I do it. I do it this way. I know there's better ways. You just go to Visual Basic. I don't know why. I've just gotten in the habit of doing it that way. And now I've got it. So insert sample data. That's a pretty good name, ChatGPT. So let's go here, new sheet, macros, insert sample data, run it. There I go. Let's go over here. I'm going to put my cursor way over here. Remember, I said put it in columns A to D. So let's see what it does. Insert sample data. There we go. That's great. But now let's say I want to make a button. Right. And actually, I'm modeling this on something that I already have. I actually have a button up here. I have it as this little hashtag up here. It gives me just a very small number set. So how do we do this? Well, if you don't know how to do it, you can actually ask ChatGPT. This is great, right? Be polite when you can. It's just good practice. Can you show me how to take this VBA code and turn it into a button on my quick access toolbar? If you don't know what that is, that's the very bar at the top all the way up here. This is called the quick access toolbar. And it's a question mark. And so it's going to tell me, here you go. Here's a way to do it. And so it's going to actually tell you exactly how to do this. And You can follow this as well if you want. I'm just going to show you how to do it here. On a Mac, you're going to use these three dots. On a PC, it'll be a little downward arrow. I need to save this first. I need to save this as a workbook. And so I'll just, as a macro enabled workbook. So I'm going to click save there. And now I'm going to go to my more commands, and I'm going to look in my quick access toolbar, and I'm going to go into here and this drop down right here. And this is, it's going to look a little different on a PC, but basically the same thing. Look for macros, and let's see, insert sample data right there. And so let's just insert it. It's going to be all the way down here. I can change that little icon. If I can remember how to do it. See, I might have to go back. I really think that there we go. I can go in here. There's not a lot of icons. I don't know why there's not a lot of icons. Let's use this fun cloud. That's kind of fun. I don't know if that's selected. There we go. Fun cloud. So I'll click save. And now I've got a cloud in my QAT up at the top. So I'm going to go over here. Now, when I click my cloud, I should get that big block of numbers. So click the cloud. There we go. Got it all set. And if I wanted to go back into the macro and edit that to change any of these values, you can see how it's all set up. You can, if you want to pick this data, this code apart to learn how it works, great. But as you can see here, this is a pretty straightforward way to use ChatGPT to improve the way that you work in Excel. So let me know if you have questions. Let me know if you have problems. Let me know if ChatGPT isn't quite giving you what you need. But I think even on the very free version, which is what I've been using, it's really helpful when you're trying to make macros and other more complicated formulas in Excel.